The UK has motion, man. What do you mean this
In
tiny
fashion,
island?
definitely.
Yeah, what the hell?
Bro, the designers that we come up with is actually crazy.
Oh,
Like,
Shout out to Galliano and McQueen.
yeah, and like I feel like I may be stretching it, but I do feel like it's better than the French schools and the Italian schools as well. I think we bar for bar
Italian, I can agree with you. French,
for
if
bar.
you say now,
Yeah,
what the
now.
talent we produce is definitely better than
Oh
anywhere
yeah,
else in the
past 10
world.
years. I'm only talking about
But
past 10 years. That was great.
historically,
Historically,
no one
no.
is competing with France,
No,
bro.
no one, no one, not yeah. I wouldn't
Nobody
be that
is competing
blasphemous.
with France.
Like, but past 10 years, our generation, if we just focus in
Yeah,
on like
past 10 years,
20 years even.
talent-wise, yeah, no one competes with London, but
Shout out
historically,
to
no one
Louise
competes with
Wilson for
France.
making CSM what it is today. Because I don't know what CSM's doing today. I'll be real. Let me be honest.
Yeah, UK
CSM is not.
talent past 10 years, decent.
Yeah, no. Shout out to the U. And I think like the best UK talent was cultivated outside of CSM. Not to say that they didn't go CSM, but like when they had to make rubber hit the road, the people that became good outside of university. Like
Always.
they really had to test their absolute might because yeah, coming up in this system is just hard. Like in the UK London system, I'm talking about. It's just difficult and it's expensive.
And there aren't as many jobs. Like if you're French, literally you can. If you're French, there's like LVMH and Kering, and you can work at a house while you build your own brand, and you can kind of do that on the side, and then you can like. There's just more opportunities in London. You are on your own. You just
Bro,
have to rent some dingy ass room and just make that your studio and start grinding.
bro, and I think that is low key, not to say that everyone needs to struggle, but that's low key the best thing for some people. Because I feel like the French students, no, because I got a lot of French student friends, right?
Right.
But like it can get a little bit easy. Like you can end up, oh, I'm interning at Loewe, so on and so forth. Suddenly you're just like an internal designer, and your dream was to be a creative director, you know what I mean? But here you actually have to, first of all, you have to get rent to get the studio. Now you have to sell pieces, bro. And that's
Yeah.
what the UK builds. It's like, yo, I know my designs are hitting. I'm gonna make the best designs possible. But then also I know I have to make rent. Shout out to Rent is Due, by the way. My new
I mean,
video.
the Belgian designers also. So I think London and well, Belgium as a country, but mainly Antwerp,
Yeah.
also produces. Like I think Antwerp designers are in mass better than French designers over the past, let's say, 10 years. Like that have been produced. And if you think of like new era designers, like seasoned but new era designers that studied in Antwerp, and I'm not talking about the Antwerp Six. They're not like
Yeah.
new era. I'm talking more like the Chris Van Ashes of the world, the
I was about to ask.
Botters. They went to the Royal Academy. So no, Belgium also has been producing some.
Some
Like
crazy.
even Glenn Martins is another example. Like Belgium has been producing some serious designers. So yeah, I do think it's like London and Belgium mainly. I haven't really seen like new talent. Italy and France, nah.
Nah, not new talent. No, like
New
they're good
talent,
bringing people up for like nurturing through a system once someone is like about to be established. But I don't see them just making them out of thin air. Like the last one I saw was that one with that guy with three names.
Wait, who said the guy with three names? Who's that?
Yeah, the one with a van in his name. He's got a van.
Who's this guy talking about?
He's something Van something. I forgot his name.
Van.
wait, from what country?
I don't know what country he's from, but he's got a
Probably
van in his,
Dutch
so
or
he's
something.
Dutch.
If
Yeah,
he has a van, it'll be
yeah.
Dutch.
And it's not okay.
No, I swear, like, wait, who worked at Andemir again?
Okay, I had a feeling that's who you're talking about. If that's who you're trying to say is an idea of good talent, I'm not going to agree with you.
No, I didn't say good talent. I'm talking
Okay.
about that is what they're producing.
Okay.
Didn't he work in Paris? Didn't he school in Paris?
Yeah, because when he said Vash, like Chris Van Ash is actually a good designer.
No,
I'm not.
whoa,
I wasn't.
Whoa, hey,
Chris Van Ash is a really good designer. We're not talking about Chris
guys,
Van Ash.
please.
I think you meant
Van Persie is hilarious.
Yeah, I know who you meant.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot.
Mr. Jean-Paul Gaultier latest collection, basically.
Yeah, I'm trying to find like I and Micah knows. Like I'm always trying to find new designers. So like I'm not even trying to knock anyone else.
Yeah.
I'm just like in the discovery process of me looking for designers, the British ones are actually hitting for something.
Yeah, I mean, outside of all these fashion capitals too, you have to look elsewhere. Like
Of course.
China has been producing insane talent. I think Japan always does.
You think Japan produces insane talent?
Yeah.
Like a good clip.
I mean, new era, Kane Inami, Kunihiko
Okay.
Murinaga, and
Getting me,
Village.
you know me, but like, you know what I'm saying, Femski?
That's new era though.
It's new era, but like, okay, past 5 years.
Past 5 years.
Actually, let's say 2019, because coming up through the pandemic is difficult.
I mean, some Korean designers, I think my issue with Korean designers is that a lot of them especially the ones that show at Paris Fashion Week, have a very similar aesthetic.
Yeah.
So it's less, compared to like Japanese designers or like Chinese designers that to me are doing things that I'm like, yo. Some designers, especially like from China and Japan, I'm like, what these guys are doing, I actually haven't seen before.
Is Chitose Abe new era though?
No, not really.
Yeah, not really. Well,
Not
I'm
really.
saying past 5 years. Like, and this the thing, right? I like Japanese designers. Like, I wear like half myself is Japanese because like short with long legs and everything like that. But at the same time, I'm saying, yo, who do we look to? And yeah, that
Who are the
jacket-
biggest names that have emerged in fashion over the past 5 years? I'm trying to think.
The biggest names: ERD, Kid Super. Who else? 5 years. Oh, that's tough.
Would you put the likes of all those like the Peter Does and like would
Peter
you
Doe?
add
Yeah,
them
I
to
would
the...
put Peter Doe. Yeah, like some names have disappeared though. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's true.
Some names have disappeared. So like I can say like who's that other American designer that
What,
designs?
ERL?
No.
Okay, who?
The one that does the dresses, the black guy.
Yeah, I love Bianca
What?
Saunders' work. I
Yeah.
mean, Martine Rose, I'll just never put her there because Martine Rose has been designing for a really long time. But
Oh,
Martine Rose,
yeah.
when I think of Martine Rose, because I've known about Martine Rose for so long, I wouldn't necessarily put her in the like past 5 years.
Yeah, it's so crazy with Martine Rose because she's been designing for 20 years. Like when I
20
first
plus.
found out about her, I thought I was late. But imagine being early and someone was designing for 10 years. Like I found out about Martine Rose, what, 2017?
So Martine Rose has been around. Okay, Christopher John Rogers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
can
yeah,
put
yeah,
Christopher.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I can see that.
Damn, I haven't had my morning coffee. So yeah,
It says
he's
a lot
amazing.
that I'm trying to think because it means there haven't been too many emerging over the past 5.
Bro, this is the thing, right? Like only the tough survive, like in this era. So it's like and
Good shout, by the way, the Botters. Good shout.
ooh, Lucy and Richemi. Lucy, wait, they're Belgium, I swear.
Well, they
Kind of.
yeah,
They study
like,
like
I think Ushemi's from like a Dutch colony or something like that.
yeah. Yeah, he's from the Caribbean.
Like
I
a
thought he
Caribbean
was-
island, like Curacao or something. I think.
Yeah, I thought he had like Commonwealth citizenship and was British, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly how Richem. I haven't actually spoke to him recently. It's been a good year. Damn, I need to actually nurture that still. Damn, man had the next video on.
Oh, don't worry, we're efficient.
That was crazy. That was amazing. Yo, you are waves on that one. Oh my days. But yeah, when the Butters were working at Nina Ricci, amazing.
Yeah, I think that was when they rose to prominence because I think they were building noise already. They had exhibitions in the MoMU, like their stuff was being showcased. They're building a bit of noise, but once they went to Nina Ricci, yeah, that was when they went. Oh, Maximilian Davis. How did I forget about Maximilian? That's very true. Over the past 5 years, that's true.
He came into power, but
Past 5 years, what you would mention him?
no, he's British. First of all, technically, he's obviously Caribbean. Shout out to the Caribbean designers. We just named 3 Caribbean designers in a row.
Oh yeah, they're cooking.
Yeah.
The Caribbean designers, they're cooking. Harris Reed out, but yeah, he is one of the biggest names though. Past 5 years, that's true. Robert Woon. I see Robert Woon as I wouldn't put him in the past 5 years. I think he's been around for.
He's
a
been
bit too
around
long
since
to say that.
before, like but he's come up when we came up, like 2017ish times.
Yeah.
But like, still, that's like
Someone said maybe Rick.
Nah, come on. Come on.
maybe.
No, they're obviously trolling, but it's just funny.
Zoe is dope, but like Zoe isn't
Prominent like
Yeah.
the other people we've mentioned.
like
yeah.
Zoe makes garments for people. They actually act like an actual atelier / couturier, but yeah, it's not like, oh, we're gonna do a runway show 2 times a season. And I'm actually gonna bring my rules back.
J, I can see that. I mean, June J, I put it kind of in a category of, even though it's been around for kind of a while, I put it in a category of like the Peter Does and stuff of the world. But I can agree with June J.
I think she said that Imani said Daniel Lee and Matthew Blaze, but
Mateo Blas been
it's
around
kind of
for...
tense.
No. I've known who Mateo Blasi was for forever.
It's like
I mean,
2014 is like
cool. He was behind the scenes slightly at Margiela and like a lot of other roles he's had, but especially when he was at Calvin Klein, he was literally front and center. Like I used to see his face all the damn time when he was with Ras Simmons at Calvin Klein. So yeah, I wouldn't say he's like a new like emerging designer that's like really popped over the past 5 years. I think he was already big before.
That's funny. Yo, Luke is going hamski. But yeah, he's been around for ages. But this the thing, right? Like he is rising. I would say Blazy's rising to prominence.
He's about to rise to the top.
Yeah,
his
literally.
is a different one.
Like his did Luke say remember Margiela? Yeah, he has been around. Yeah, but in like I'm bringing back my rules. So I had, especially when I was writing, I had old school rules, right? So it was you have to have at least 2 collections a year. You have to have had 10 collections out for you to be considered like you're coming into the game. Because some people have one good collection or one good look, and we say this person is fire.
Yeah.
That unfortunately, that's just not the way that it works in fashion, and especially as a business, right?
Which is someone who's risen to prominence in the past 5 years. I just thought about.
Who's that?
Sharaf Tajer Casablanca.
Oof! Whoa! He might be the top of that list then.
Because Casablanca is a huge brand now.
Quiet is kept. He is literally like, if he was like the real type of white, he would be as big as Jacquemus. I'm sorry, I have to say it like that.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
I'm sorry, but no, Sharaf is going wild, bro. Like Casablanca one of them.
Casablanca's been going crazy. They're making
one
so
of them.
much money.
They survived during the pandemic, bro. Anyone that survived during the pandemic, I give them their kudos. But if he was, let's say, an Italian designer, people would be lauding him differently.
Wells Bonner has been around for a while, but I'll give it to her more so than Martine Rose because I think she genuinely gained prominence over the past 5 years. Like a lot of people outside the UK didn't really know who she was until like the past 5 years. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, no, Sharaf is actually top of that list for me.
Sharaf has been killing the game.
Like he cares, bro.
If Kane was Brazilian, he'd have a Ballon d'Or.
That is a crazy. Damn, he's doing the. Listen, yeah, that isn't actually the argument. My argument is that Sharaf is valuable on the business side and the consumer side. However, the investment that Jacquemus has gotten isn't solely because his design and business acumen is up there. Sharaf's business acumen is actually up there. He just doesn't have the investment capital that Jacquemus has gotten to actually expand his business. Like Sharaf broke the £4 million barrier. Sorry, I'm gonna go on a rant now.
Yeah, Tebe Mugugu, I agree with this one too. Tebe Marine Serre, no, she's been around for way too long.
Stop. I remember
Marine Serre was damn near like one of the winners of the first LVMH prizes.
Yeah,
she's been around for way too long.
I was about to go stopped because Sharaf is actually crazy. Sharaf is doing insane bits. People need to put more, respect on his name.
No, maybe I think people just don't clock how successful like Casablanca actually is. I think people don't realize.
Bro, to break through the $4 million revenue bar is insane.
They definitely make way more than.
No, I'm saying like as a business, the way that his business is running as an operator, he done that on his ones. Like to have your manufacturing and your supply chain correct as like a small to medium sized business so you can break that barrier is the most difficult thing. Like my brother's an accountant and we talk about it from time to time as well. And it's like for a business to actually create and generate revenue by themselves without investment, like people buy parts of people's businesses just so they can break that $4 million revenue barrier. But
so the thing about Casablanca though is that first of all, Shisha version represent is wild, but that is wild. That is
gotta be racist.
But Casablanca is a lifestyle, bro. It's more lifestyle than it is. I don't think the designs are necessarily groundbreaking, but people, when you buy, it's very much like if you buy Casablanca, you go to Formula One Grand Prix and you wear Casablanca in Monaco, you buy, like, I'll show you guys something, right? Let me show you guys. Because
Bro,
you guys might not know how tapped in Casablanca is.
bro,
So,
they don't know this.
like,
To be fair,
let me give you guys the edu.
it's not anybody's fault. But while you're doing that, let me just say, yeah,
Okay, so this is a collaboration that Casablanca did with Saint Dupont. I don't know how many of you know what Saint Dupont is, but Saint Dupont makes some of the highest quality lighters in the world. These are the kind of lighters that rich people that buy really expensive cigars use, right? And so this is the market that Casablanca is catering to. These are the kind of collabs that they do. This is like, if you really study the brand and see the market that they're targeting, you'll realize why they're so successful, because they truly, like, really understand the market. And by the way, this collab is actually sick. Like, they made an ashtray, a humidor for cigars, the light, the pen. Like, this stuff is amazing.
And can I just stop one thing right now, yeah? Because people say, oh, groundbreaking this, groundbreaking that. One, a designer doesn't need to be groundbreaking. We get one of those every like 10 years or so. So it's like few and far between. But what Grace Osborne is doing today is not groundbreaking. But people treat her like she's one of the best of the designers because of her, let's say, her conceptual acumen that she done in her early days. But when she was doing high concept, high vis things, people wasn't buying into it. So forgive me if I say Casablanca is wavy, but
I think this is a different audience. I think that Wells Bonner's work is really intellectual, and Casablanca's clothing is not about being intellectual. It's
it's not
about
about
a
that.
lifestyle. That's just what it is. It's just a
But is it
lifestyle
not
type of
about
thing.
like what? Sorry, not to cut you, but like, are we saying then that it can't be intellectual in some parts, or should I say what Sharaf is doing isn't intellectual because it doesn't look it on the offset? It's interesting, isn't it? Because yeah, like Sharaf may be doing some intellectual stuff and he just never talks about it because that's not his audience's taste palette.
Yeah,
They're not here for the intellectual stuff.
yeah. But trust me, Casablanca,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I study the brand because I think a lot of what they do is successful, and I think there's a lot to learn, especially because I'm like getting more and more into consulting. I think there's a lot to learn, branding, positioning wise, target audience, marketing wise, from Casablanca.
Bro,
That's why I'm interested in the brand.
like because I don't even want to say it like this, but I do believe that like what Amelie and Dor and brands like Coldbucks and Wanna Be is what was it Casablanca is actually doing.
Yeah, facts.
Like and even like someone said Ruigi. I don't even know why you should ever be rude like that.
Rude is nowhere near
Like I don't care
Casablanca.
whether he was in Lake Como or whatever it is, bro. Like
Didn't they say my man was in debt and all sorts?
bro, buying Rolls Royces or whatever.
Yeah,
Buying
let's not
supercars.
convert. Casablanca's an actual business. Like,
Yeah. Why? Oh, you're not saying Palmania's is good, are you? Zinga. You couldn't possibly be. Otalinga pop out. When did Otalinga? Otalinga's been about for time.
yeah.
They've been about for time. I remember them when I was like in the heat of my Ryan. So,
Bro, I googled it. Casablanca's revenue was estimated to be between 50 to 100 million in 2022.
100%. That's the pandemic, bro. That is the Are you deep? I don't think people are actually deep in
That's way more money than Rude, I can assure you.
Bro, that's more money than what Jacques Mousse was making during the pandemic.
And there's a System magazine interview where they specifically state that, let me just see when this was published. They said that they were making 45 million. Wait, 1 second. Okay, this came out in 2022. So in 2022, confirmed, System, they're making 45 million. So if they've started making even more, which I would guess they have, it's looking closer to the 100 million, to be fair. So, yeah, Rude, when we talk about Casablanca, Rude should not be in that conversation. No offense.
Yeah, no. But no. But like I was saying, to cap off the Casablanca combo, yeah, he would be on the same level as Simon from Jacques Mousse if they treated them equally. He should be getting the same type of press coverage as Simon for his advertising as well, because Simon and Casablanca's ads are actually wild, bro. I
I
look at
also
them.
think it's very important to mention because I don't know why Casablanca doesn't get the respect they deserve when Jacquemus to me isn't groundbreaking in any way, like clothing design wise.
Thank
So
you.
it comes down to like this is why I feel like sometimes in fashion, a lot of it has to do with like how you look. If people like the way you look, those kind of like intangible things that you don't really have any control over. Because Jacquemus was looking like Zara loads of seasons in a row. Obviously, the last season they kind of paired it up a bit, but then it kind of looks like a Laia and Schiaparelli and a mixture of other brands. But like, if it's about clothing design, if that's the argument you're going to make, then Jacquemus doesn't have any clothing design over Casablanca. I just think they're both commercial and they're selling you a lifestyle, not really intricate designs and design techniques.
Oh, for sure. But yeah, like with that being said, like there's been some great designers that have come out over the past 5 years. I do think the UK takes the biscuit. Anyone can, we can go bar for bar, designer for designer, and see who comes out on top.
What's
But
in the pro-British,
I remember when we used to be a proper country.
in back to the old England here?
No, like it's just there's so much cultural nuance as well that we get from just being in London. Like, not to say that London makes the best designers, but yeah, we just doing it.
Yeah.
M for M on designer. Yeah, fam. Yeah, man, come on. I would do that. Like the top 5 designers in the past 10 years. No, let's not say 10. Past 5 years have been British. Like 5 of the top 10 have been
Who are
British.
the names?
Kim Jones, Daniel Lee, what's it called?
Daniel Lee at Bottega's time definitely is
Bottega,
like
yeah.
go-to.
Bottega. I'm only talking about
Because
Bottega.
if you're talking about Burberry, bro, let's just
Ray
get out of.
Anderson. Yeah, no. I'm respecting people.
I was like,
I'm respecting.
if that's what we're talking about,
No, I don't. No, this is the thing, right? If I didn't come from Britain, because I don't come from Britain, let's just start there. That's just that's not even my nationality. Let's be real. But yeah. Anyways, so Kim Jones, J.W. Anderson, Daniel Lee. Give me a sec. That's 3 up. I just need 2 more, fam. You could probably help me with the other 2, but you're trying. Yeah, I don't know what you're trying. You're
no,
trying to do.
I just want to see because the way you said it with confidence.
I said 5 of the top 10. That's
You said
nice.
British designers take the biscuits. I was like,
Did I say that? I never said that. That's probably what a comment said. Give me a sec.
I was like,
I don't
okay,
want to.
sir.
I don't count Kiko.
You don't count Kiko.
No.
Obviously, Kiko is what I
As
think
a top-
Bulgarian, but
As a top 10 designer,
but he's London based. Wait, you
I don't
don't think
think he was-
Kiko is like?
top 10 designers of the past 5 years.
I mean, Kiko Kasadnov is not a big enough brand to make the impact where you could make the argument. But in terms of like design acumen, I definitely put Kiko up there. No,
No, he's one of my favorite designers, but at the same time, I'm respectable with the take. Like, if
Yeah.
I were to say that, then I could easily say Grace as well, and all of these.
AZ said Samuel Ross and Simone Russia. Do you want to put any of them in the pool?
I would put Simone Rocha there, yeah.
Especially because she had the Jean Paul Gaultier collection also.
I don't want to put Martine in there.
Yeah, Molly Goddard, no.
No.
Nah.
So let's be respectful. Like, Molly Goddard is good, but this the thing.
I'm a fan of Molly Goddard, like super big fan of Molly Goddard. But she's barely had. I remember there was a time when I was way younger, like maybe like 17. Everyone was wearing her tall dresses, bro. I can't remember the last time I saw someone wearing Molly Goddard. I don't even know. Is the brand even like really that active?
What a time to be alive, fam. What a time to be alive.
No, the Molly Goddard dresses were not, because they have so much volume. So you'd see women wearing them on the street just taking up space. I really loved it.
But yeah, no, fam. But yeah, no, that's 5. That's 5. Like, we could say Kiko, we could say
I feel like
Martine.
you could
We
whip
could
out
say-
one more compelling name for.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Rose, well, who do you want?
There's a lot of good British or good designers that come out of Britain, but to respect the take, I would just say 5 of the top 10, because like I don't want to dilute the 5, because we already named like the biggest heavy hitters, which is Kim
Yeah,
Jones.
Stella's time at Chloe is definitely legendary, and it also is the reason why Phoebe Philo designs the way she does. Let's be frank.
But didn't Stella's company shut down just like recently?
No, bro. All that happened was Stella McCartney was like a sustainability consultant or something along those lines for LVMH, and they parted ways.
Oh, that's why.
So now she's still consulting on sustainability for LVMH, but it's like from a distance. But all I think it says, shout out Stephen Jones. All I think it says is, wait, 1 second. What did you just do with that hat? Wait,
he's pressing it.
okay. I was just,
Yeah,
okay, there we go. So yeah, it says a lot about LVMH, the fact that she feels like she can't do that internally anymore, that they just don't give an F about sustainability and all that stuff. Very telling.
Shout out to your ex-employer. Everybody knows I was your ex-employer, right?
Yes.
All right, yeah.
I don't talk about them though, but
Yeah, I know you don't. Yeah. But yeah, like do people want to say Christopher Kane? That's interesting. I wouldn't put Craig Green, even though a lot of people like Craig Green.
Craig Green, design acumen wise, yes. Impact wise, no.
Yeah.
Like
I wouldn't put
overall
Bianca
impact wise.
Saunders. I love Bianca Saunders. I wouldn't put Priya, love Sam Ross. But yeah, like out of like Sam Ross almost had a run, but it was just cut short by whatever happened business
Did
wise.
AZ say Kane is Scottish? We're claiming it as all one Britain.
Britain, that's Britain, bro.
Britain. We didn't say England. We said Britain.
Yeah, man.
That's how we're scamming today.
Trust. Hey, it's not a scam if it's true because it is part of Britain.
We're
I
talking
and I
about
don't
Great
rep.
Britain. We're not just talking about.
Yeah, trust me. I don't rep London. I rep the whole of us, innit?
Yeah.
England. You know what I'm saying?
England is